People argue about ordinary things. Of course they do. But surely not about this. Here you have sincere people acting in good faith, putting in real effort, all reading the same divine text in good faith, arriving in the same place, smiling with teeth white as snow. Maybe they even join hands and move in a circle to some gentle meditation music just to seal the harmony. That's the picture. And there are reasons behind it. Reason one. People think this God who gave the book is a better author than we are. Who would know better than him? An author like that knew exactly what he was doing when he handed this over. And consider where the responsibility sits. Everything in that book, every word, and the way every word was put, rests on his shoulders and nobody else's. So unless the author is some kind of devil, he presumably gave us this text to make us happy, which means it ought to be able to bring people together, settle their quarrels, and lead them somewhere safe. Reason 2. This God who gave the book, he can say what he means. A human writer is limited. And it's no surprise he can't quite express himself precisely. But the author of the book knows how to arrange his words so they reach the people he's chosen, clearly and reliably, provided those people are sincere and open. His text isn't like our books. Reason 3. He is still here. Ask a human writer what he meant, and he usually can't help you much or doesn't have time to do it, assuming he's even still alive. But the author of the book, of this book, helps in an entirely different way, right now, while you're reading the work that is his alone. He's at work in the hearts of sincere readers, walking them toward understanding. Not some person out there, not some method. He himself is the remedy for whatever difficulty you're having with the text. And he will see to it that he is understood correctly. So, why not begin again from scratch? No assumptions, no prior commitments, just you, the page, and whatever voice you hear within. Reason 4. In this system, a teacher's authority comes from one place only: how appealing and how successful he is at explaining this book word for word straight from God to other people. So there he stands, book in hand, like a gymnast with a ribbon, telling the room, what I'm giving you is the book and nothing but the book, with no human additives. And you can check me. The standard is the text itself. Just go in with an open heart and let the author guide you. Now imagine trying to teach in that system without the implicit claim that your reading isn't merely correct, but the only correct one. You've walked into the arena with no will to win. You have to hedge. You have to concede that other readings might be admissible too. And what you've actually just told the room is that you may not be worth listening to. That there might be something equally important you're leaving out or concealing. Or worse, you'd have to stand there and present the ambiguity itself. A full account of how the book can be read more than one way. But that talk is long, unattractive, and tedious. It disappoints everyone who came looking for something solid to stand on and who values their time. And it casts a shadow over the author. Did he know what he wanted to say? And what people were supposed to take from it? Why couldn't he convey it clearly and consistently, so that anyone, learned or unlearned, could grasp it? And if he couldn't manage that, why reach for his book at all? Even if that talk doesn't turn the preacher himself into a skeptic, it will muddle his message so thoroughly that almost nobody follows him. So the system selects. It quietly filters out anyone who isn't sincerely convinced he is delivering the one true explanation of what the book says. And by the time a teacher has grown careful and humble and full of qualifications, the next generation is already coming up behind him, more attractive and far better at winning over the young. Reason 5. And there's a working example in view. The Catholic Church's long and consistent explanation of Scripture also props up the belief that a religious text can be read in unity. The world catches the echo of her existence and her voice and concludes that there is a religious book out there whose message is actually known. And if that's possible for one book, then perhaps for others, including, naturally, ours. Our book, word for word, straight from God. That whole machine produces an impression that the book by itself yields exactly one right reading, and therefore that disagreement has little to do with the text, and therefore little to do with whoever handed it over as straight from God in the first place.